After the mass, then come the dismissal. So on this particular show of after the mass, then come the dismissal, what I wanted us to look into is actually a question or something that we needed to know. In other words, what we look into today is actually what is money, and we actually want to look at what is money from the perspective of money as a representative of value. Again, I believe that before the end of this particular show, you will be able to understand some certain things. Remember that you don't want to be wasting a lot of time on this particular show, so I have to go straight and explain to you what I have in package today on this particular after the mass, then come the dismissal show. So the question is actually what is the money? I believe that one of the reasons that we are not actually seeing the success that we are looking after is probably because we don't know what we are looking after. I don't know what they forget. In other words, we don't know that particular success, what it look like. Remember, if you are looking for something that you don't know what it look like, what it is, you might have probably have seen that particular stuff. In other words, you might have probably have passed it, but because you don't know what it is, you can't get hold of it, or you can't get that particular stuff because honestly you don't know what it is. You understand me? So on this particular show, I want us to look on what is money from the perspective of actually money is a representative of value. So I haven't lived in the time of ages, but I hear from my dad that there is a time that this particular country, my country, I mean my country, we are actually using what they call trade by barter. In other words, let's assume that you have one cow, and let's assume you have something like about 5 goats, and 5 goats is equal to one cow, and I have one cow. Sure, understand me? I didn't know what the figure is. So you needed a cow or something like that. Probably I need a goat, or I don't need a goat, but you need a cow. Sure, understand me? So in other words, since 4 cows is equal to is value to one, I mean since 4 goats value to one cow, so you can come to me in agreement and say, can I give you my 4 goats and take one of I take your one cow? I didn't know the figure. So if you accepted to do the transaction, so I will collect your 4 goats and give you my one cow. In other words, that 4 goats should be equivalent to one cow. Let's assume, I'm just assuming, I didn't know the size of that particular goat there. I just using something to explain it in a way that we understand it. So what we actually did then is called actually trade by barter. In other words, you give me what you have that is equal to what I have in exchange of what I have. I don't know what this is. So if you can take money to this particular level, you will understand what actually is money. And the first step of getting money is actually to understand what you are looking after. In other words, what is money? So before the monetary system come, this is one of the systems that we are using before they use something like cowries and some other things to actually replace money, and to replace that particular value that they use to exchange. Until now come monetary system. Now ask yourself, there was one day we are doing actually using cowries. So imagine by then cowries is one of the most precious stuff on earth, because actually if you have it, you can have whatever you want. But now, if you have a pile of cowries in your house, my friend, you call this something like the waste management to come and actually remove it from your place. The same thing that have that particular value in the ancient time. So in other words, what matters is not actually what represented that particular value. I didn't know what if it is that, but whatever represents the value is also needed. But if I understand that what I'm looking for is the value itself, in other words, if I can think from the perspective of trade by barter, sure, understand me, then I will understand what money is. So money is a representative of value. We just decided and agreed to give paper because it's in the state of paper. No, money is not that particular currency you are looking at is not in bed paper. I think the paper colored, and we colored it and design it, and we agree within ourselves to give it a value, to make it a representative of a value. Sure, understand me? So what matters most is the value that it represents. So if somebody is actually wanted to make money, and that particular person is looking for how can I make money, in other words, in the sense of how can I make more paper, that particular currency, how can I make it? Probably you look for ages, you will not see that particular stuff. Again, I have tried it, you might try. Probably that is one of the reasons that you're holding people now. You understand? They are not seeing the result because actually they don't know, they don't have the clue of what they were looking after. So they might have the what it takes to become a billionaire with themselves because they were looking for something that is not real, they couldn't get that to that particular level of being a billionaire. So you understand? So instead of thinking, how can I get that paper? How can I make that money? Now my question would be, how can I give, what value can I give to the marketplace that is equivalent to the money that I desire? I don't know if you get it. So when I think from that particular area, whatever marketplace you are serving doesn't matter. It have the potential to give you any amount of money you need in your life. So understand? So what matters is actually, if I'm taking from the perspective, what value will I give? Let's assume I wanted to make $10,000 this week. So my question would be like, what value will I give to the marketplace that is equivalent to $10,000? I don't know what if you get it. So now my mind will become at work to actually reveal to me what that particular value is. Let's assume if you are in marketing, something like if you are online marketing again, if you wanted to join where things are happening, as in join the online marketing where you can learn step by step how to join online market, how to, as in where you can learn step by step how to do online marketing. You can join Global Freelance Academy or any of the program we are doing at the time you are watching this video. So just look at, if you are watching this video from the YouTube, look at the description section, you see a link to join Global Freelance Academy or any of the training we have at hand at the time you are watching this video. If you actually watching this video from Facebook or from any of the social network, you will still see a description center either up or down or by the sides to where you can see the link to join us. So understand me? Now, because if you become a marketer, now if that question come to you, like for me, what I would do is actually my work is to market. In other words, I'm a bridger between this particular two parties. What value, what problem can I solve? What value can I, because actually for somebody to give you his money, let me ask you this question: why will you on earth give your hard-earned money to somebody if not for the person to solve whichever problem you have? Whichever problem, that problem might be lack of knowledge of a particular field. Like somebody going to school because he don't know something, he's paying for knowledge, he wanted to know something, that's why you are paying in that particular school. In other words, you have a problem of you don't know this particular stuff and you wanted to know it. That lack of knowledge is one of the problems. You understand me? So what problem can I solve? What value can I give that is equivalent to the money that I want? And once I give that particular value in harmony, then the potential, the return of that particular value that I give to me is that particular money. And you know what this is? So from today, start shifting your mindset on seeing money as a representative of value. Because once you see money as a representative of value, then you know that actually the amount of money you want in your life, there is a value that if you give to the marketplace you are serving in whichever area, whether in production, whichever area, arts and entertainment, whichever area, it doesn't matter. If you give that particular service, that particular value, the return of that particular value, like a boomerang, is actually the money you're looking after. You understand me? So you think from that particular perspective, and I believe that particular thing will open your eyes in the quantum field of success or how to actually make a lot of money. This is actually the idea I wanted to share with you guys on this today's show of actually after the mass then come the dismissal. So after you have learned this particular stuff, the question is, what do you do with it? Try to actually start thinking from that particular area, and I believe that your life financially will change to positive, amazing, beyond your imagination. Again, if you wanted to join Global Freelance Academy and know how to, or any of the products or any of the program we have at hand when you are watching the video, to know how to actually do marketing, especially online marketing, you don't need to have any product to start. You understand? Then you look around this particular video and see the link that you use to join us. Again, I will see you in the next show. Have a nice day or whichever time you're watching this particular video. Bye.